All right, what is going on? My name is Cooper. I have just started what I like to call a buzzword agency, otherwise known as a info product growth agency, or like growth operator, or info operator, info product operator, whatever people are calling it right now. That's why I just call it the buzzword agency because I think it's pretty funny. All these names, we don't really know what it is just yet. So they're all just buzzwords at the end of the day. How I like these videos to go, I like to go through Q&As, growth stat, and then growth strat. So let's have a look at my YouTube. Awesome. So it looks like we already have a comment, which is so sick. Good stuff, bro. Keep going. How'd you find your client? YouTube, Instagram. Oh, interesting. So in this case, it's very, I guess, ironic in a way how I found this specific client. Um, but about a year ago, I was talking to my mate's uncle, and he owns a 3PL warehouse, so like a warehouse company for I guess like Amazon FBA kind of entrepreneurs and business owners, like more on the physical product space. And he was telling me about this lady called Janelle Page, who technically actually is a growth operator, if you will. She doesn't call herself that, but if you want to kind of give her a label, sure, that might be it. But she helps business owners and creators make more money, and how she did that were through physical products, selling physical products. So she would talk to manufacturers in China or whatever and create these physical products depending on the business owner's obviously niche and whatnot. And so I was looking at her review page and her testimonials because I thought, well, if one creator's already partnered like that, then why couldn't another? And so why I think this is very interesting the way I found this creator is because it's not something that people, these gurus, say you have to do. Everyone thinks that I guess you have to go on Instagram or go on YouTube and just kind of do the searching for yourself, or I don't know, go specific niche and then search there, which obviously that would be the easiest way. But there are so many other little kind of just like non hype ways you can search and find creators. And for me, it was just through a connection. And so I was looking at through these, and I started with this guy, then started with Natalie, and ended up landing Natalie. Um, so yeah, I sent this guy a request on LinkedIn. Saw he kind of had an Instagram page, but wasn't like his, as in his personal one, and it wasn't like that active at all. So I didn't end up outreaching to him, but I ended up doing something for Natalie. So I found Natalie, went on YouTube, um, saw her, I guess, channel, cool. Then went into work and made an actual digital product for her. And so this was more just like the flow, but I wanted to add a bit more to make it look like I did a bit more work, which obviously did take work, time and work, hard work to put in and actual make. As you can see, I kind of like did a custom page. But then this is like the real, I guess, digital product that I said like you should be selling. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Um, so yeah, that was all I did. So I found the creator on from not even just like on YouTube or whatever, like from a outsource, I guess. Then did a bit of market research of them, found their kind of pain points, their target audience's pain points and stuff, created the offer along with what the ideal digital product would be. Okay, so I made this and then I created a Loom talking about this and what I made for them. And yeah, sent them an email. I sent two emails. one to each different email within the creator, I guess. I sent it on Instagram and I sent the on Facebook as well. And so I didn't just go and just do emails, but I distributed I guess my outreach attempt to the specific one creator. I wasn't trying to think of how many creators I could outreach to in a day. I was just trying to be like, okay, well, this is the one I'm choosing right now. Make this as good as possible and distribute that as much as possible to this one creator. And then go to the next one. But luckily, like within an hour, I got an email back. And I think that just shows just the work you do up front will gives you more conviction, right? The like better output. And it did. It gave me the result. I got the client. Yeah, that's sick. Just made a video. Will be up in about an hour. Go check it out. So yeah, I guess it was a bit of YouTube. But like I went on here, found them, and the rest is history. Cool. That seems to be it for that one. In terms of analytics, do I have to go? Okay, so it looks like 2 more subscribers from last night, which is cool, very sick. The views keep on adding up, so I love that. The average view duration was up, and now it's kind of back down a bit, but like still better than it was a couple of days ago. So yeah, sick. Cool. Okay, so now the growth strategy. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay. So I was just I guess sitting on the couch, watching the footy as well as working a bit, and Ryan created this new post called "New Meta: The Law," and pretty much it's YouTube equals free community, about page equals free training video plus sales copy, and then paid community equals delivery plus emails a month for upsell. So this is interesting. So pretty much taken away, I think for about a year, school has pretty much been this funnel where it's like free community into a paid community. You give as much as value as you can in your free community, so then convert into your paid community. But now he's kind of flipped that, and has YouTube as your free community by I guess giving so much free value on YouTube, right? And then on your about page for your paid community, you'll have I'll show you. You'll have the video here. He's just got a picture, but you'll have a video. I'll show a better example. So you'll have a video like this where it's a VSL, but it's a VSL plus a free training type product type thing. So it'll be, as a creator, you'll be on YouTube, giving as much value as you can on there, as well as interacting with everyone in the comments and whatnot. Then you'll have a link to your paid community, but the reason people will go to your link is because also they'll get a free training video on the about. And so they don't have to join anything. They don't have to do, I guess. Actually, now I think that's bad. I'll explain why. But yeah, they can just get the free training straight away, no hassle. It's right here. And hopefully you kind of convince them enough with the amount of free value you give them, plus a little bit of like selling, to get them to buy your paid community, which will work if you're like a creator with that's been doing YouTube for a very long time, has built enough credibility and trust. But I think if you're starting, then definitely have a free community, because you don't have that credibility, you don't have that trust, and so it'll be a lot harder to grow at the start. But then eventually you can definitely convert to that. Now, why I just thought this might be bad is because you're not actually capturing any like emails, anything like that. So how a normal funnel would go, right, is you would say, I've got this free training for you. Click this link and you'll get sent straight to your email. And what would happen is you'd go to the link, you'd go onto Typeform or something like that, and then you would fill in your details, email, name, maybe country, phone number, whatever. And this is just pretty much for that creator to obviously capture them and put them in an email list, right? That was their way to not only give value, but also have them in an email list where you could then upsell them. Whereas with this, the free training video, you can't actually capture the email, because they'll be able to get the free video without actually doing anything. And so you could say like they hop in, right, into this thing, and then they hop out, and you've pretty much got nothing out of them unless they joined the paid community. But then he has also got 8 emails a month for upsell. So you could upsell to different things. But in a way, you might also want to upsell into this paid community as well. Especially if they go into the free one, you'll be able to capture them and then put them in an email list. And so you control that. Whereas, this paid community with free training on the About page means you can't capture them, and so therefore you can't control them. And I reckon you'll actually lose money because of it, which is interesting. So I might actually put that up as a question, because I think that's a bit silly. You want something to be able to capture them, unless you then build a funnel. You build a funnel where it goes into something like I said, Typeform. You collect their details, and then you send them to your paid community, which will have the free. Actually, that would work. Actually. See, this is why we talk. This is why we brainstorm these things. I'm so glad I actually make these videos and talk, because the ideas just always just come out of nowhere or whatever. So yeah, that would actually work. That would work. Yeah. And then that means you won't have to have like another funnel after your free training. It'll kind of be just like literally the paid community is right there. They don't have to go anywhere else. They just see the buy button and they'll buy it. So that will work better. But yeah. Typeform. Put a link into Typeform. Capture them and then send them to your paid community where the free training will be there. So then you've got an email list, and then you can further upsell them into that paid community if they didn't join or something else. So boom, solved it in like less than 3 minutes. I was going to say, like, you're not going to capture anything. It's kind of just a waste in a way. You could lose a lot of money, but yeah, I just fixed that problem. So anyway, so then that was kind of put me into a bit of a dilemma about, okay, well, how are we going to structure, I guess, the funnel for this community, or this creator that I've just signed with. But yeah, we can make a Typeform, because Typeform, is Typeform free? They probably got a free trial, which sucks. It might be cheaper though, because a free community also meant on School that you had to pay another $100. And so if we can obviously reduce that cost. Where's the pricing? Here we go. So if we can reduce that cost even by a little bit, like it adds up per month. So yeah, 25 USD per month. So you're saving 75 USD per month, which is still a lot. That's that's $1,000 per year. So that's definitely something to think about. Yeah, you'll probably even be able to find, to start with, a free alternative to Typeform that's okay for now. You definitely will be able to. But yeah, I mean, this works, saving more money, because you won't need a free community. It's just you probably would have to execute it, I guess, a lot better. And what I mean by that is, in the free community, like, you could probably like post stuff. Yeah, you could really post stuff, and it would send out as an email, and apparently their like click through rate is high. Also, like, you'll be able to interact a lot easier on school than you are on YouTube. But at the same time, you can just go into community and then just reply to everyone, which is kind of the same stuff, I guess. To be honest, that could work. Damn. Definitely things to think about. Oh, I don't want to think about anything. I just want to do it. I just want to do it and make them money. Yeah. I just want a system that I know that just works. I just feel like every day there's something new. Anyway, I've got a meeting with them in 5 minutes, actually. So I need to prepare a bit anyway, and obviously upload this video. So cool. That's it. Thanks.